Okay, so let's introduce the negative binomial random variable. The negative binomial random variable represents the probability of getting rth success after x failures in trials which are independent Bernoulli with success probability p. So this is the formal definition. So let's now see what is the PMF of this random variable. So note that if we have x failures and r successes, so the total number of trials is x plus r. So this is total trials. Okay, now we want our rth success in the last trial. So let's talk about the other trials excluding the last one. So in x plus r minus 1 trials, we want x failures and r minus 1 successes, and we don't care about the order here. So the number of ways in which this can happen is x plus r minus 1, choose r minus 1. What is the probability of each success? P. So r minus 1, we have p, r minus 1 successes. And what is the probability of failure? 1 minus p to the x, and number of failures is x. And since the events are independent for the x plus rth trial, we just multiply this by p to find the probability. This is equal to x plus r minus 1, r minus 1, p to the r, 1 minus p to the x. What is the range of x? So x can be anything from 0 to infinity, all whole numbers. So let's see whether this is a valid PMF or not. So first of all, we see that this guy is always greater than 0 because p is greater than between 0 and 1, and r and x are always integers, positive integers or non-negative integers. Okay, now we have to see whether this sum to 1 or not. So x plus r minus 1, r minus 1, p to the r, 1 minus p to the x, x goes from 0 to infinity. Now we can bring this p to the r outside. We can get p to the r, x is equal to 0 to infinity, x plus r minus 1, r minus 1, p to the r, not p to the r, p to the r is outside now, 1 minus p to the x. Now earlier we talked about power of a geometric series, and we saw that 1 minus w to the minus r, this was equal to x is equal to 0 to infinity, x plus r minus 1, r minus 1, w to the x. So comparing this guy to our summation, we see that w is just replaced by 1 minus p. So our PMF sums up to 1 minus p to the minus r, which is equal to p to the r times p to the minus r, which is equal to 1. So this actually is a valid PMF. So in the next videos, we will talk about how to calculate the mean and variance of the negative binomial random variable. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video.